I recently was trying to combine hydrogen alpha data for the fireworks galaxy with RGB data, and I found that the scripts in PixInsight that I normally use were not working great for this data set. So in this video, I'm going to walk briefly through using those scripts and show a new process that, new to me at least, that uses PixelMath. So on my left, I have the color-corrected color image of fireworks galaxy. On the right, I have hydrogen alpha in monochrome. We'll first use the narrowband RGB combination script. So go up to Scripts, Utilities, narrowband RGB combination. In this script, you pick the RGB image, and then you pick the various narrowband channels. You can set how wide your filter was, and I'm going to go with a linked stretch. You can also do unlinked, and then click on NBRGB to apply. There's also an apply button on the bottom left. These buttons on the top right allow you to flip between two images, so before and after, and if you want to switch to unlinked, which I do for this because, man, that is red. And you can scroll in with the wheel here. You then hit apply, and we'll apply that change in the settings. So we'll do an unlinked stretch in the preview. Looks okay. So hit OK, and that has created a new image. Now the EmissionLineIntegration script will need to apply to the active window, so we pick color image, and because I don't want to modify this, I'm going to create a clone and call it EmissionLineIntegration. Scripts, Utilities, EmissionLineIntegration. Select my hydrogen alpha. I'm not going to modify how much it amplifies it, and hit test. So we can see in this preview that it is pretty red, but we're going to go ahead and apply it. Okay. And now we have our three images. Minimize the hydrogen alpha. Now, the original image, my goal was to get color data for the galaxy to look pretty good. Doing linked stretches for all of these. Oops. And as we can see, the NBRGB combination is pretty red, so we'll go unlinked. EmissionLineIntegration looks pretty good match. The NBRGB with the unlinked stretch looks reasonably green. And also, the nebulosity is, for my taste, too much. And we can play with the amount that it gets boosted within the script, so your results may vary depending on how you configure execution of the script. Problem with EmissionLineIntegration is all this red, and it is very hard to get rid of without impacting the color of the galaxy. So the process that I've come up with is I will extract all the channels. I just use PixelMath for this from the color image. So I now have RGB separate. There's red for an example. LinearFit the hydrogen alpha, if I can find it, to red as the reference, because we're going to be doing PixelMath to combine the two. Can stretch that to see it again. And then I'll put the expression in the description that if the hydrogen alpha data is higher than the mean of the red channel, we take the max of red in hydrogen alpha. Else, just take red. You could just do a max. You end up with a little bit redder background. So I found that this mean expression helped a good bit. Create a new image. I call it HARGB underscore PixelMath, make sure it's color, and then we'll apply it. It doesn't matter what you apply it to. Now, we have hydrogen alpha data combined with the original color data, and just blinking back and forth. The color, let me do a linked stretch. Color of the galaxy is not touched. The nebulosity within the spirals is boosted, and you could modify how much hydrogen data is pulled in with some like multiplier here to reduce that redness if it's not to your taste, or boost it if you need more. Hopefully this has been helpful. Quick little video, and as I mentioned, I'll put the PixelMath and all the steps that I use to get to this point in the description. Cheers!